let us look at the definition of Gauss's law. Gauss law is one of the four fundamental equations of electromagnetism, and it is expressed as follows. The closed surface integral of E dot dA, so this happens to be the net electric flux passing through an enclosed surface. This is equal to the net charge enclosed, Q enclosed, divided by epsilon naught. Let us look at the diagram shown over here. Let's try to calculate the net charge enclosed by the surface. It is plus 3q plus 5q, that gives us plus 8q, minus 2q minus q, that gives us plus 5, and then minus 3q. So the total charge enclosed is 2q. The algebraic addition of the total charge enclosed happens to be 2q. So all of these charges will create electric field lines if it's a positive charge, and sink electric field lines if it's a negative charge. So electric field lines are going away from these positive charges and coming towards negative charges as shown over here. The net effective electric flux that passes through this enclosed three-dimensional surface, which may or may not be a real surface, it can also be a hypothetical surface in space. So the net electric flux that passes through this surface is given as Q enclosed divided by epsilon naught, and that is the statement of Gauss's law. Now let us understand what happens if there is a charge outside. Let's say there is a charge 10q kept outside. Then in that case, some electric field of this charge will enter the surface, and the remaining electric field of this charge will pass through the opposite surface, and hence the net electric flux will be zero with respect to this charge, because some of the flux is entering and the same flux that is entering is passing out as well. The flux that is entering here is, we can say, passing out as well. The flux that is entering is passing out as well, and this happens for any charge that is kept outside. So let's say plus 11q charge is kept outside over here. So the flux will enter and then the flux will exit from the opposite end. Let us say plus 20q is kept outside. The flux will enter and then exit from the opposite end. And that's why any charge that is kept outside this particular surface does not create any electric flux. So the net electric flux that is created is only because of the enclosed charges. And this happens to be the statement of Gauss law. Gauss law is actually equivalent to Coulomb's law. But this equivalence may not be very clearly apparent in the first glance. It may require some mathematical justification in order for us to intuitively understand what is the equivalence of Gauss's law with Coulomb's law.